328, and my name is Jordan Obeas. I'm the founder of dayNumber, and I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube for the last 328 days, and building dayNumber as well, and also over the last, I think, 160 days almost on dayNumber. And really what I talk about is what happened the day before and what happened today, and have a topic related to it usually. So today, if you see on the title, it says, if you're, I can help you with this as if you're a founder. And then essentially I was supposed to have a thumbnail that said advocate, but that's really what I was working on yesterday. I was working on the landing page because I had a good conversation with somebody named Arya, and he is leading a founders group as well. And yeah, one of the things he told me is the way that you should position this for founders is that if they log every single day, VCs are watching. VCs will be watching, so it's like your ticket to funding basically, right? So, but after going over this with Claude and we have some sort of a master document, I was thinking oh man, we can't guarantee funding, because not even nobody guarantees funding, right? But what you can say is that this, if you don't log, no VC is gonna know, no VC is gonna see you and really know who you are. The real true way to one of the best ways to increase your chances of getting funding at the earliest stages, for your company, is by logging on dayNumber. And right, and so something like that, where it's I did that yesterday. I went on a little bit of a walk for myself because it was 6 or 7 o'clock last night, and I was man, I wasn't feeling it. I was I just felt stuck in my mind. I've been inside a lot, and I decided to just go out for a walk somewhere, go for a little drive, then go for a walk, take some pictures and videos I love. That's one of the reasons why I started. That's one of the things I actually enjoyed the process of doing. Really, is creating a video actually. So editing it, putting music behind it and stuff like that. So, but the reason why I transitioned to going live every single day was because it was just, I found that what I would do is I would record me talking or about something and during the beginning of the day. But then I wouldn't I would usually close out the day with another video, right? Kind of summarizing what happened each day. And then there was times where I missed a couple of those closing nights and didn't upload that night. And then I had to compile 3 days in a row, 3 days into one upload. And I was okay, this is not working. I'm feeling I'm behind. So I'm just going to go live and see what happens, because it records anyway and I could upload it. So, and that's what I did. And I was going horizontally live, but now I'm vertically live. And I found oh, there was more people. So that's why I kept doing this. But then yesterday I was oh man, or a couple days ago, I did a time lapse. And I think I posted on LinkedIn, and it just felt really good, just to do that time lapse and to share a video. So anyways, did that yesterday. Today, going to a friend that I haven't seen since 20 years ago, or longer than that actually. His kid's birthday, and gonna work on reaching out to founders today. But really, the reason why, hey, NX Edits, what says hi, hey, what's going on, welcome. Yeah, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because yesterday I was working on the landing page for dayNumber for founders, and I put imagine you never had to pitch. What if you never had to pitch an investor ever again? Right, something like that. What if you never had to pitch an investor ever again to raise money, right? Because one of the things that I think as somebody who's raising money hates to do is suck at the pitch or practice your pitch or have to memorize all these facts and terms and make yourself look good. Because of if you watch Shark Tank, there's some people with really good presentations, right? And that's what gets there's obviously the real numbers behind it, which they have to know, right? You have to nail those down. What if you didn't have to do those kind of performative, intense, what do you call it? second here. Yeah, intense like presentations in front of like investors. What if you just sent them your day number or something, and then they already knew all they needed to know about you, right? Who you are as a founder and everything like that. The fact that somebody can memorize their own numbers and do a nice presentation doesn't mean that they're going to be a super successful company, right? Anybody can have like a solid couple lucky years, but it's who stands the test of time. There's many companies now that were around 50 years ago that are no longer around anymore, right? Why? Because they either sold the company, the person who bought it, didn't have the same energy, or passion behind the business, so it kind of like lost its steam, just like what happened with Apple, right? When Steve Jobs was fired from being CEO or being part of Apple, and then when he came back, he like revamped it, and now a lot of us are using iPhones, right? Jason Aliana Azar says, "Hi, I'm back. Remember me?" Yes, I do. Bite Electro says, "Hi." Hey, Jason Alazar said, "Hi, hey." Thanks for all the hearts, guys. Thank you. So, yeah, here with my boy Maxi boy. Look at these crazy clouds. Like yesterday, I was capturing so many nice clouds. Peace Electro, Mr. Tree 4 hi says doggy. Yeah, so that's what I'm building right now. Is I'm allowing you to let your story, speak for itself, right? Let your day number speak for itself. As somebody who's building, let's say, a world-changing company, you're already doing so much. You're already trying to figure out and solve the problem that you're trying to solve. You're showing up every day, but it's just not seen by people. And then let's just say finally you get a chance to talk to an investor or another founder or somebody who may be part of your company or helping you fulfill your mission. You stumble upon your words, or you just get overly excited and you talk so much about what it is that you're building that you end up losing the person. And you could be solving the world's greatest problems, but you're never heard, So I'm allowing the platform that I'm creating with dayNumber to speak for you on your behalf, So hey, the Josh Galt says, hey, what do we have here? Jason, cute. Keto plays Brazil and Argentina or Portugal. I don't know. Mr. Tree says Portugal. Josh Galt, let's go. Jason Grill, are you watching the World Cup? No, not really. Mr. Tree, my PFP is overweight pancake. What? The Josh Galt, well done, Jordan. Thank you. And kudos to you as well, man. Thank you for tuning in. Getting me in that direction of reaching out to accelerators or incubators. I reached out to another one. I spoke with Shannon at Innovation Factory in Hamilton here. That's what actually Chris suggested anyway, to like go somewhere like more closer or local. And yeah, still waiting to hear back from Shannon to see if they're gonna use dayNumber with their founders, because that's really the play here. What I'm trying to do is allow the platform that I'm creating to be an advocate for you as a founder and tell your story and answer any question that it is that somebody's curious about or to know about you. And all you have to do is just literally share your journey every single day. And then there's an AI that connects to, you can connect it with AI, any AI, Claude is my preference, and connect it with dayNumber and use that data to help guide you as well, and coach you. I actually created a free GitHub repo. It's a founder accountability coach. If you go to github.com/MagicJordan33/founder-accountability coach, you can find it. I'll put it in the comments here. Who's from India? XY Gamer, I am from India. Mr. Tree profile picture, okay. XYZ Gamer, I'm from India. Times like 8. The Josh Gal, heck yeah, knock on those doors, might be. Brother Jason, what's up? India, yeah, I have a few founders that I'm supporting in India. It's pretty cool. These guys, there's over almost 1 billion people there. And like, these guys that I'm talking to, they're like, that's actually one of the guys who I was talking to yesterday is somebody who I'm going to collab with in India. So pretty cool. There's only one person watching and it's me. Jason. Well, welcome, man. I'm glad that you're here, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I think Josh is here too. Some people are here, people are tuning in. It's all good. When I first started this, I did this for myself, and I continue to still do it for myself, as well as reaching out to others and connecting with people. But in the beginning, it was just for accountability, you know. And now, as time goes and it compounds, now it's like, okay, just the day number alone, like day number 328, that speaks for itself when you introduce yourself to somebody, right? And I'm not saying to brag or anything like that, but there's a story behind that, right? And now I've created a way for that story to be told. You could just question it and go, like, if you go to daynumber.io /u/magicjordan33, you can see my day number, all my logs that I put. Actually, if you even check my posts, you'll see on here on YouTube, you'll see my link there. And ask it any question you want about me. What patterns show up with Jordan over the last 30 days of him building day number, or whatever it is that you want to know, and then see it. There's only one. Jason is in that too. Baby, welcome to the party, bro. Bruv, what's going on? Cesar Castano, I remember you. Hey, I remember you. Okay, Castano. Nice, I remember you too, man. I think I remember you too. Max, I think you need a drink, eh? What's going on? Yeah, so I think that the key thing, actually right now I'm currently reading Steve Jobs' biography. First time, I've had the book before, in the physical copy, and then I don't know what happened over the last few moves, but reading it digitally now, and yeah, just really cool to observe, like the history behind Steve Jobs and Apple and the phones that we use right now. And I'm sure it would have been cool to see his journey as a founder, building Apple or whatever it is that he was starting to build in the beginning. Right now, I'm at the point where he showed like their first venture together, him and Steve Wozniak, where they found a way to hack the phone system for dialing long distance. So they were selling these like blue boxes where they put the parts together for like $40, and we're selling it for like 150. But really cool, to see that their first kind of startup that they did, even though it was probably illegal what they were selling. It's kind of like selling one of those TV boxes right now, where you get like free channels or whatever. But yeah, imagine you could have seen the journey, or it's still an artifact there now. Now with YouTube, yeah, you can kind of do that already. You can go back to the most oldest videos of Mr. Beast, and you see like his journey. It's not really him. It's just the journey of his, what he's creating, basically, right? Which is really cool. And GitHub has done that now too, with things that products you're shipping or code you're shipping. So, and you see like the journey of that person, right? So I'm doing this for founders on day number. But it's really cool, I like reading autobiographies and stories of founders, or hearing the backstories of how they got started, And it's funny too, because both the Steves like to prank people, and that's how they kind of like got connected. Because one of their mutual friends said, "Hey, you should meet this guy named Steve Jobs. This guy loves to do pranks, just like you, and he's into electronics, right?" So, see you later, Jason. Malinazar, I gotta go by. Remember me, I also have a golden retriever, says Cesar. Yes, I remember. I'm reading these backwards right now. Jason Lazar, you deserve a lot of money. Thank you. I received that. Remember me? Okay. All right, guys. So that's why you never know what your story is going to unfold. I mean, even in your own life, when you see videos of yourself or pictures of yourself from like, 10, 20 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or even a few years ago, it like kind of brings you back to reflect on like, oh, okay, what was happening during that time and what led me to here, right? And Steve Jobs was the one who said, like in his Stanford speech, that in those times where you feel like you don't know what's going to happen or why something's happening, you just gotta have faith that somehow the dots, those moments, or just those different moments in your life are all gonna connect, right? But you're only gonna know how they're gonna connect when you look back. In the moment, you don't know how it's gonna connect. Harry QTS says hi. Yeah, in the moment, you don't know how it's gonna connect, but you just have to trust that somehow the dots are gonna connect in the end, right? So I think that's a trick I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go to my friend's birthday. Definitely can do a trick like that for. You guys going this way? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Great.
All right, guys. So shout out to everybody here that came in. Thank you for tuning in. Harry Q1T6S, Jason Alinea Zare. It's hard to read. Cesar Castano. Who else? Baby, welcome to the party. The Josh Galt. Yes, yes, yes. And XYZ Gamer. Who else? Mr. Tree. Who else? Key Food Plays. Bite. Electro. And Next Edits. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Julie, just came in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, guys. I go live every single day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And day number 328, I'm out.